Umpire really getting into mode to bounce the ball. It is a beautiful bounce, and it is an Eagles clearance through Phillipou. Isn't that a name at Oval Avenue?
Voice of the Adelaide Giants here on SANFL now. Different sport, albeit, and right now it's bundled over.
About 6,000 made their way in.
Some big crowds on a Friday night here. It's synonymous with baseball, this ground. Also synonymous with the Redlegs, who
will end up with the legs. A little bouncing kick to no one in particular. Gives a chance for the Eagles. This is Phillipou. Runs to 40. High, long kick. That's missed as well. So they've had one to the right, one to the left.
He wastes no time. Inside forward 50. Off hands. Man at the fall of that is Phillipou. He kicks it in over the top. Redlegs have some numbers back.
National Championship under-18 players from last Sunday. Wasn't that great? So kick for Van Wyck was dropped. Can they work out who's got it? Go into space to Phillipou. Another touch. Weaves through traffic beautifully. From the edge of 50, picks up a target. Not 15. Says
why not? Back in the middle. Rucks go at it. Rayner couldn't get his hand to that. Got some players at the fall of the ball, though. Torpedo didn't really get the job done. It's a bit of a scrap in the middle of the ground. Chain of handballs ends up in the hands of
a little bit of cloud cover coming through. It's from that tap. It's been a tripping, and it's going to go the way of Woodville-West Torrens. Phillipou at the defensive edge of the centre square has to look across field and finds Franz. Bit of conjecture, actually, whether it's Jensen Franz or Franz Jensen. The team sheet indicates Jensen's the surname. But I'm not 100% sure about that. As the kick finds the target.
Give a free kick away on that occasion for the Eagles, and now they've got some numbers of Phillipou. Little handball over to a teammate running.
Sands from the edge of the centre square. We'll put it up high into that Coopers Hill pocket. It's got a few residents now. A 19-year-old man monster. And then they've got the state ruckman, Ainsworth, who's in there at the moment.
Got his hand to that one first. Now he loiters around waiting at the defensive side of the square. Not required on this occasion.
Spent the year 7 games for Henley and 6 games for St Michael's. Couldn't even take the kick. At the forward 50 arc, lots around the ball. O'Neill got his hands on it. He was tackled. Don't think that's Scollier, but anyway, Eagles are working it off their defensive 50 now. They've got a little bit of trouble. That is Scollier.
Hack kick out of defence to a one-on-one. More Redlegs around the fall of that than Eagles. The cavalry does arrive, though, for the gold side. And they
bit of a technical reset there. Eagles moving it down to Phillipou. He leads all comers. This will be his 14th possession when he takes it. Does so now. Sets his teammate a task. 29 points.
I didn't think it could get any darker, but it has. Ainsworth fights hard for it. Tries to give the don't argue to Phillipou, who says, I'll have that. Little handball off to a teammate now. Running
OK Coopers Stadium. Eagles with the ball. Good pick up by Rich. Ends up with Phillipou. They go back to go forwards, the Eagle. That's a good set. And Slattery, we know he can jump. Very early start to get down here.
Would have been an early start. There's a ferry occasionally that runs out of water.
To connect.
Ball wouldn't sit. Van Wyck off of his ample chest down. Varco flashed
Everyone
through
develops.
there.
Maybe even us, Jason. You never know. I think it's a bit late for us, but never mind. I couldn't match.
I saw the 2. Yeah. Umpire says that's all fair and good. The Eagles.
For 4 in a row.
No, the Eagles have a chance to make them pay. Phillipou kicks and nails it, as you would expect a man of his class to do. They're right back in this here to him. He was saying shepherded out of the contest. Running behind Phillipou now, swings around, little chip inside forward 50. Umpire says that's not far enough. Play on. Ashley kicks for goal and drills it. Great finish. Sands in there. Phillipou's in there as well. Van Wyck tapped it to himself. Tried to give the handball, went backwards. In the end,
tackled
Sands
straight away. Eagles trying to barrel it forward. Ainsworth almost took out Phillipou, who managed to keep his head literally. Norwood just need a win to have any hope of possibly playing finals. They need to run the table at this stage, but they're putting up a
cleanly now, the Eagles. Little kick over the top, man on. Diving mark taken. Got to get up quickly and use it. Phillipou, he knows that. Gets back off the mark. Dodges around the man on the mark. Goes in and does a 360. Takes some sort of a bounce. Not sure about what any of that was. It worked. Sort of. Mentor it was who wrapped him up. Free kick Eagles, and they go forward once more.
Still recovering from that bounce. It was more like a basketball dribble on the spot. But it seemed we are all tied up at the parade.
Oh, he broke 4 ankles in the process, Piker. Don't argue there from Scott, then wrapped up in a tackle. It's back. Now the Eagles have some numbers on, streaming through the middle of Cooper's Stadium now. He realised he had as much time as he did. Are you not entertained watching this one on SANFL now? Phillipou's pulled up with a bit of a limp. Shakes it off. Looking for options. The Eagles just fiddling around with it at the back.
And hard to tell who's got momentum at the moment. Eagles have done most of the recent attacking, but Norwood have the narrow lead. Rayner, that's a really good clearance.
Get there in the end, and now the Eagles have turned it over off hands. It's a scrap at 50, flashing through. Phillipou smashes it forward and kicks a goal. Boy, that's class. His second, the Eagles back in front.
Phillipou's 31st and possibly most important possession of the game.
Ainsworth and Rayner. Ainsworth almost tapped it to Rayner. Eagles wrap it up. Won't let it out of there. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll try again. Phillipou.
A little bit too much.
There's the siren. What a game of footy. Big, big win for the Redlegs. Big, big loss for the Eagles.